Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about 3 things not to do when you're applying to a program. Welcome back, I'm Dr. Shaw and I'm a family medicine resident, and on this channel I go through tips and tricks of things that I've found useful while going through residency, as well as sharing my own personal residency journey as a rural family medicine resident. So let's just get right into it. Reaching out to programs is a little bit of a controversial topic. Some people would say don't do it, other people would say go for it. And I personally think that it really varies depending on the stage of the match that you're in. At the early stages of the match, which is presumably, this time frame and what everyone's in right now, I would personally reach out. When I say reach out, you want to call, email, or reach out in whatever way, shape, or form is of your preference. So how do you do that? So these are my Bible level rules that you should never, ever break under any circumstances. Do not break these rules, okay? It will not benefit you at all. And I can say that with confidence as someone that's gone through the match more than once, as someone who is now on the opposite end of the table, where I'm looking at applications, looking at applicants, and actually interviewing people. And at the table when we're discussing the rank list. Listen to me. Do not do these, okay? Number 1, when you are reaching out to a program, do not write a novel, okay? And I'm guilty of this too. During my first time through the match, I am completely guilty of this. I was very excited to apply to programs, and I just wanted them to know every single thing that I was thinking and why they should pick me and what I could bring to the table. Blah, blah, blah. Don't do it. Keep it to the point. Keep it succinct. Now, as a resident, I'm like, okay, we have a lot of stuff that needs to be done. You are juggling your usual clinical duties plus administrative duties if you're a chief, or if you are in administration as like a program. Everyone's very busy, basically. Just get to the point, okay? Just keep it short, keep it succinct, get to the point, because no one has time to read it, in all honesty. So that's the first thing. Do not write a novel. Keep it short, keep it simple, to the point. Another thing that people do to keep it as succinct and to the point as possible is that after they, sign off on the email, they would have it in their signature. I did it too, where you have your board scores, you have visa requirements, ECFMG certification, and your AAMC ID number. That is super important. And I personally think that if people are really busy, there's nothing better than making their life easier. If you have the pertinent information already ready for them, then it's just a lot easier than having to search your name up and stuff. So that's one thing you can do. To reiterate that, do not write a novel. I'm guilty of it. I know it happens. You're really excited about the program, but no one has time to read it. Second point, do not ask things that can be easily Googled, all right? This seems like common sense, okay? But not so common. Like, common sense is not very common, because I have seen personally, whether it's in the interview setting or when you're reaching out to someone, people ask questions that can easily be Googled. And I think the reason that they do that is because they're very nervous, and because you want to have something to ask the program to show your interest, but it's definitely not the right move to do something to ask about something that has already been addressed in the website, because it just looks bad. It shows a lack of interest. It shows a lack of preparation, lack of attention to detail. It's just sloppy in total, and automatically it's not going to get you off the list, I don't think, but it definitely, two people, all things being equal, someone who is less prepared just overall looks worse. This is true. So the other thing that I could say that seems really silly, but you'd be surprised how often it happens. I would say, again, when it comes to things that can be easily Googled, do not ask a program if there's a Starbucks in the region or something of that nature that you can easily look up, right? It's Google Maps, look at it, all right? Because it just looks so foolish, and this is a real life example. It actually happened. So I'm not just pulling stuff out and making it up and giving vague examples. I'm giving examples of things that have happened. So do not do that. The other thing is that if you're applying to, let's say, a rural program, and that's pertinent for me, or my program, because we are a rural program, if you're gonna apply to the program, look into the area that you're applying to. If you're applying to a region that has like 5,000 people and then you're not cognizant of that and you make comments or mention something in reaching out that doesn't really quite fit with the area. Like for example, if you're saying, oh, I love going to Broadway shows and shopping malls and stuff, and you're applying to an area that is relatively rural and they only have like very minimal shopping options, they don't really have Broadway shows available, that's probably not going to be a good fit. And vice versa, if you're saying that, oh, I love doing outdoor activities, and then you're applying to a program that is based primarily in an urban setting or like in the heart of the city, probably not going to be a good fit. So that's why even when you're reaching out, for example, you could say that, I'll get to my third rule, but you could mention something that ties you to that area. So if you are applying to a rural program, you could say, I've always loved living in a small town, I've lived in XYZ, to show that why you're a good fit. Last, but the most important, do not, under any circumstance, lie. Do not lie, because it will be the biggest red flag. It will get you kicked off on the rank list. No one likes a liar. Don't lie. People will find out. It is a bad look. And if you lie on your application and a program finds out, you may be jeopardizing your chances of applying to other programs in the future. So those are my 3 critical rules of when you're reaching out to programs. Just to reiterate, do not write a novel. Get to the point. Do not ask things that can be very easily Googled. It is a very bad look. Number 3, do not be filthy liar. Don't lie on your application or when you're reaching out to programs, or make up stuff about things that you have in connection with the program that you don't actually. Bad look. All right, so these are the 3 rules that you must never break. Good luck. You guys are all gonna do great, and I wish you the best this season.